Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the lovely Karina here in Bogota, Colombia. Way up in the Andes Mountains, which are right over there through that window. And we're waiting for our K1 visa, just like you guys. It's at the Service Center in California. And we're in month 8. And we probably have another 9 or 10 months to go before our NOA2 letter. Hopefully less. Now this video is about a new USCIS notice that was released on November 16th, 2022 regarding a faster process at the service centers to get your visa processed much quicker. Okay? So come on along and pay attention to this video. It's very important. It's new stuff for you guys. USCIS, which is changing its technology, okay, more toward an electronic way of doing business. So they're trying to get up to the 21st century. So USCIS now scans and uploads most of your K1 visa documents into an electronic database. Okay? So USCIS is telling you guys, okay, to avoid delays and to speed up your K1 visa and to speed up the scanning efficiency of this process. But with that said, okay, USCIS does not recommend that you do the following. Don't use a hole punch. Don't hole punch your papers. Makes it difficult to scan, okay? Do not use paper clips if you're paper clipping stuff together. It takes time for the immigration persons to separate the paper clips, throw them in a trash can, and scan your documents, okay? Don't use binder clips. And don't attach documents to each other. Put them together unattached, all right? Now, the reason for this is it's going to speed up the handling of your documents, okay? And USCIS will be able to scan your documents into their machines without stopping to separate documents, to take paper clips away, to remove binder clips, etc., etc. Okay? Just to help you guys. Another thing that they're recommending that you do not do is include photos and documents smaller than 4 by 6 inches. Okay? Now, if you have pictures that you want to include that are 4 by 6 inches, so then make a photocopy of it. Okay, but don't include photos which are like this. Just photocopy it. So it's on a plain piece of paper that can be scanned. Okay. Now the only exception to this is when you include the passport pictures of your beneficiaries, and you get the passport photos, you put them in a Ziploc bag, and then you attach the Ziploc bag with a paper clip. This is the only exception to the back of your USCIS form I-129F. And don't forget to put the names of your beneficiaries on the back of the photos and date the photos if you want to. But what we recommend you do is you include a receipt showing when the photos were actually taken, so immigration can see that the pictures are within the last 6 months or 30 days, whichever the case may be. USCIS is recommending that you do not include anything that contains an electronic microchip, or batteries, or musical greeting cards, or cassette tapes, or CD-ROMs, or toys, or action figures, okay? Okay, or thumb drives, okay? But you can take a photograph of these things if you want to include them, and then make sure the photograph is nice and big for a scanner. That's okay. Okay, now why anybody would want to submit a G.I. Joe doll action figure is beyond me. But there you go, okay? And they also recommend that you submit documents, that you do not submit the documents in a binder, okay? Now we submitted our documents in a binder with document protectors because we want to protect our visa package when it's in the FedEx box, when it gets shipped, when it's going to sit in a warehouse in California for 10 months or a year or whatever. We want our documents protected. USCIS says don't use binders, don't use document protectors. We did, and we recommend it, but it's up to you guys, okay? When our K1 visa package is sitting in a warehouse for a year waiting for adjudication, we're going to make sure it's protected. USCIS is also saying don't submit your evidence in photo albums or scrapbooks. No photo albums, no scrapbooks, okay? Or greeting cards. Don't send greeting cards, okay? Everything has to be scanned. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make the K-1 visa package scannable and as quick as possible, so your visa is looked at, scanned, adjudicated, and boom, it's on its way. Okay? Now, we submitted our photocopied evidence and K-1 visa documents in a binder with document protectors like we mentioned, and we made sure that our K-1 visa package is well protected, okay? During shipping, during storage. But it's up to you guys. If you want to add 10 minutes to your visa processing time by making an immigration officer pull your documents out of document protectors and take it out of a binder, that's fine. That's your decision. But we want to protect our K-1 visa package, and we did. Also, another thing is do not bend your document. Don't bend them, okay? Don't, you got your document here, don't bend them, okay? It's hard to scan a document that's got a big crease in it. Now, do not put any sticky notes on your documents. Those, the sticky notes cannot be scanned. And if you have sticky notes all over your document with little arrows, this is me with my fiance with her dog, and a sticky note with an arrow. Don't do that. Don't do that. No sticky notes. Get the paper, photocopy it so it can be scanned, okay? And don't use tab dividers, okay? Identify the contents of your visa package with a signed and dated cover sheet, okay? Addressed to USCIS. Use a cover sheet addressed to USCIS, signed and dated with everything that is in your visa package. Don't use tab dividers. It just takes more time for immigration to take the tab dividers apart and scan your documents. Another thing is that they say is do not use colored paper, okay, to print your forms on. So if you've got this beautiful letter, affidavit letter from your family member attesting to your marriage, and it's a beautiful colored paper, it's no bueno. It's no good. Put everything on plain white paper, no colored paper, okay? And don't submit duplicated copies of your documents or evidence unless USCIS instructions request it. Duplicated paperwork is double work, and it adds time to the visa process, okay? If you are directed to make two copies of a document for USCIS, at the top of the copy, you are going to put, this is a copy, you're going to put copy, okay? So immigration understands that it's a copy. You got it? Okay, it's very easy. Do not send original documents. Don't send original documents like birth certificates, marriage certificates, death certificates, driver's licenses, passports, naturalization certificates. Do not submit original documents, okay? If USCIS wants an original document, they're going to notify you, and they're going to specifically request it from you, and they're going to tell you what they want, and then they're going to mail it back to you. But don't submit it with your original K-1 visa package. If you follow these guidelines, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, USCIS can scan the documents quickly into their new computer scanners, okay, which will improve the efficiency of your visa process and will speed up your K-1 visa application. We still recommend, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that you protect your documents in a binder with document protectors for shipping and storage. Now, immigration says they would prefer you don't do that. They want you to send plain paper in an envelope that they can take out of an envelope and scan. Okay, but your K-1 visa package is going to be sitting in a warehouse for about a year, depending on where it goes. Okay, now what if the sprinklers go off at USCIS and cover your documents in water? Seriously. Protect your documents, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but it's up to you how you do it. This is just a video to help you guys understand that immigration, USCIS, is now scanning documents, not reviewing and mailing them to the MVC. They're scanning them and sending them to the MVC via a scanner. Okay? We hope this video is helpful to you guys. Hang in there. You will get your visa. Just be patient. It's not a rapid process. And this is just information that will help speed it up for you. Okay? Hang in there. And we will see you guys in
Colombia.
and hopefully soon in the United States.
Batería y